fight against antimicrobial resistance. Why it is important? What is exactly it is antimicrobial resistance? Okay. What it is important in terms of main syllabus, science and tech, and antimicrobial. See, antimicrobial resistance, that is AMR. So antimicrobial resistance, there are lots of millions of deaths. What WHO is thinking about is India's top 10 threats. There is known to be a superbugs which has been mentioned in this article. And acquired by any microbes. Microbes means what? Microbes, which means macrobacteria, fungus and virus. That lots of things is included in this. So do not think that only microbes, which means only a particular bacteria or fungus. Okay. So World Health Organization WHO released top 10 threats to global health in 2019, among which antimicrobial resistance was one. And it accounted for a 1.6 million deaths everywhere due to drug resistance tuberculosis. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare identified AMR, which is antimicrobial resistance. Antimicrobial resistance, in a simple and lucid way we can understand what exactly it is. Antimicrobial resistance is the resistance acquired by any microorganism, either it could be a bacteria, virus, fungi, parasite, etc. against antimicrobial drugs such as antibiotics, antifungal, antivirals, antimalarials that are used to treat infection. As a result, standard treatments become ineffective. Our body is made of lots of viruses, right? Some viruses are useful, some viruses are not useful. But that's why they are destroying our body. And to prevent this one, we have such type of antibiotics. If the antibiotics is efficient in our body, that is known to be a antimicrobial, which is not helping in our body to this. So basically we can say antimicrobial resistance. So antimicrobial resistance is the resistance acquired by any microorganism, whether it could be a bacteria, whether it could be a viruses, fungi and parasite. So that is become ineffective. Infection persists and may spread to others. Microorganisms that develop antimicrobial resistance are sometimes referred to as superbugs. There is known to be a superbugs. Okay, so here it is. Focus on 5 strategies: draft antimicrobial resistance, AMR, improving awareness and understanding the public on AMR. So easily we can understand this. If the bacteria is ineffective, and implementation of better infection prevention control strategy in all hospitals, optimizing the use of antimicrobial agents in all sectors including health, agriculture, dairy production. So this snaps is taken from the National Center for Disease Control. So as we can see how the bacteria is going to be ineffective. So here it is this is taken from the World Health Organization WHO website. As we can see, the antimicrobial resistance, how it spreads. So basically antibiotic resistance happens when bacteria change and become resistant to the antibiotic used to treat the infection they cause. It means जो पहले से bacteria आपकी body में है और antibiotics is going to be a fight for this, and that bacteria will inactive. So antibiotics are given to patient which can result drug resistance, bacteria development in the guts. Patient attends hospital for clinic. Antibiotics are given to food producing animals and crops. Animals develop drug resistant bacteria in their gut. Drug resistant bacteria reaches humans through food. So as we can see, in food, environment, water, soil, air, with the medium water, soil and air, or direct human animal contact, drug resistant bacteria spread to the general public as well. This one we can understand. So basically what now you are got to know that what exactly it is antibiotic resistance and how it is spreading. Okay. So here's the next one also. How antibiotic resistance happens. Lot of germs, a few of drug resistance. Antibiotics kill bacteria causing the illness as well as good bacteria protecting the body of infection. The drug resistance bacteria are now allowed to grow and take over. Some bacteria give their drug resistance to other bacteria causing more problems. As we can see, animals gives antibiotic develop resistance bacteria in their guts. Drug resistance bacteria remain on meats from animal which not handled or cooked properly. The bacteria can spread to humans. Fertilizer or water containing animal feces and drug resistance bacteria are used to food crops. So what are the methods through the antibiotic resistance can easily spread? Antibiotic develop resistance bacteria in this jaw stay at home in the general community spread resistance bacteria. There are multiple ways. Through the multiple ways, we are spreading the bacteria from one place to another and from one person to the another one. So, okay. So, antimicrobial resistance in India. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare identify AMR is one of the top 10 priorities. The Ministry of Collaborative work with WHO. In 2010, India's medical societies adopted the general declaration is that national recommendations to promotion antibiotic stepwards. India's Red Line campaign demands the prescriptions only antibiotics marked with a red line to discourage the over-the-counter sale of antibiotics. National policies has been made containment of antimicrobial resistance 2011, National Action Plan on AMR resistance 2017 to 2021, National Action Plan on antimicrobial resistance AMR focusing on One Health approach was launched 2017, which aim was involving various stakeholders, ministers and departments. So Delhi Declaration on AMR that is also has been issued. So we must know to keep an eye that what are the government initiative for this. So Delhi Declaration on AMR also has been issued was signed by minister to concerned ministries, pledging their support in AMR containment. AMR surveillance network ICMR has established AMR surveillance and research network 2013 to generate evidence and capture trends and patterns of drug resistant infection in the country. This network comprises of 30 tertiary care hospitals, both private and government. India has instituted surveillance of the emergence of drug resistance in disease causing microbes in the programs on tuberculosis, vector-borne disease, AIDS, etc. So since March 2014, a separate schedule H1 has been incorporated in drug and cosmetic rules to regulate sales of antimicrobial in the country. Food Safety and Standard Authority of India (FSSAI) banned the issues of antibiotics and several pharmaceutical active substances in fisheries also. The government has also capped the maximum level of drugs that can be used for growth promotion and meat products. So what could be the way forward? As we know, because they urgently address antimicrobial resistance to the human animal environment. So all the countries need to work over this to overcome this spread of ARG antibiotics between humans, animals and environment and globalized world where we live. Even though national action plans have been laid down by most countries, these plans have yet to move from paper to the ground level. So here comes the next one that is very important in terms of anti-lynching bill passed. As you can see it here, The questions has been asked in 2017 in GS paper 3.